Hi, welcome to my video on changing a log function to an exponential function. Extra number 2. First one I did was extra 1, and extra 1 was when we changed the exponential function to logarithmic, but this time we're doing reverse. Change each to an exponential function. That is, we're looking for f to the negative 1 of x because they're inverse of each other. That means we have a log equation, so we're trying to get the equation to look like the log of n base b equals e. So we're trying to take this equation and convert it to this form first. That becomes base exponent number in the exponential form. So here we go. F of x becomes y. We interchange the x's and the y's because the reflection in the line y equals x, so y is x and x is y. Now we want to write it into log of, again, n base exponent. So we have to move the 4 to the left side to make it positive. And I like to have the log first, just so I'm used to doing it. So I have log, this is the base is 3. The exponent, base exponent number, so it's x plus 4, base exponent number. And we want to move the plus 2 to the left side to make it a minus. And now we have y equals 3 to the x plus 4 minus 2. That's an equal sign there. Minus 2, which is f to the negative 1, because it's the inverse. So it's 3x plus 4 subtract 2. And we want to check to see if we're right. Let's take a point that's in this one. We put a 1 in for x. If we put a 1 in for x, 1 plus 2 is 3, and the log of 3 base 3 is a 1, so 1 minus 4 is negative 3. So this is for the f of x, and the f of negative 1 of x is the inverse. The ordered pair would be negative 3, 1. So when we put a negative 3 into this function here, we should get a 1. So put a negative 1 in here. Put a negative 3 in here. Negative 3 plus 4 is, negative 3 plus 4 is 1. 3 to the 1 is 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. So that tells me that this is the log form, this is the exponential form, and they're inverse of each other. And we have now notice I got the g of x, so its inverse would be g to the negative 1. And you might say, well, we've been dealing with f of x's, but it can be it could be the g of x, the p of x, the h of x, could be anything. But the difference is that the f of x, you know what that function is. The g of x, you know what this function is. The name. Again, we're looking for the log base exponent number. We're trying to change this log equation to this form so we can convert it to base exponent number, which is the exponential. So we make the g of x, a y. Now we interchange the y's and the x's. And we have to move, we have the y is x is y. We move the 7 to the left side, make it a minus. And we have to isolate the log, so we divide by 2. So divide by 2. X divided by 2 is 1/2. 7 divided by 2 is 7 over 2. And divide by 2, cancel the 2, so we get the log of negative y base 6. And so we have the log 6 negative y of 1/2 x minus 7 over 2. And so that's the base 6, the base exponent 1/2 x minus 7 over 2 equals the number which is negative y. Notice the y is negative, so we divide by negative 1, so it's the negative. So negative y divided by negative 1 is y, and that makes it divided positive by negative because the negative of 6 raised to the 1/2 x minus 7 over 2. And that's the y, so we have y equals negative 6 1/2 x minus 7 over 2. So that's the inverse. F to the negative 1 of x is negative 6 1/2 x minus 7 over 2. And we want to check on the f of x to see if we're right. So let's pick. Now, what number will we pick? Remember, the number has to be greater than 0. So I can't put a 6 in here or a 7 or an 8 because that'll make it a negative. So I had to put a negative number in here to make it positive. So let's take a negative 6. So the negative of a negative 6 is a positive 6. So 6, the log of 6, base 6 is a 1. 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 plus 7 is 9. So in the inverse, the ordered pair should be 9, negative 6. So we take this expression here, 9, put a 9 here in the place of x. So 1/2 times 9 is 9 over 2. 9 over 2 subtract 7 over 2 is 2 over 2, which is 1. And so a negative 6, this is the negative of 6 to the 1, which is negative 6. Perfect. So this is the log form. This is the exponential form, which is the inverse of this log. So again, we gave you some practice in changing logs to exponentials, exponentials to logs. And I hope you liked the video. If you did, click the like button, click the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video helped you. Bye-bye.